Klaus Streicher. Mr. Klaus, welcome to Rudaw. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks a lot. I want to start from the relationship between Germany and the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Does this relationship continue or remain consistent, or there are any new developments in the relation between KRI and Germany?
Let me start by saying this, that Iraq as a whole is an important partner for Germany. But within Iraq, Germany definitely has particular close and friendly ties to the Kurdistan region of Iraq. And of course, we are all working on further deepening and enhancing these ties. So yes, we do consistently work on that important task, and we are very optimistic that we will have also in the future very close and friendly ties with our Kurdish partners and friends.
Yes. Many graduates and young people from Kurdistan travel to Germany in legal ways to study and to work as well in Germany. You as the Consulate General, do you see any increase of youth and graduates traveling to Germany to study or to work?
Not now. Of course, we always have great numbers of people asking for visa and for permits to travel and to study in Germany. But I think we will have an increase because Germany will in the very near future pass a new law which aims to facilitate the migration of people with special professional skills to Germany. I am not right now, unfortunately, in the position to give you more details because the law hasn't yet been passed by both chambers, but it will be passed very soon. And I would hope that then we will definitely see an increase of numbers and applications.
So after that law, when it's passed and approved by both chambers in Germany, then people with skills and talented people will have more chance to get a permit to travel and work
for example, it is planned that for example, the stay for search or for the stay in Germany to look for a job will be extended up to 1 year. Of course, they have to meet certain preconditions, like they have to provide the necessary skills and they have to have a certain basic language skills and other details. But this, I think, is an important step forward, to have 1 year in Germany to look for a qualified job and also to be able at the same time to work and to earn your own living, at least to a certain amount of income.
And of course, for language, even in Erbil, they can go to
yes,
Gotha.
Indeed, they can.
Regarding to language, is there many young people in Kurdistan who want to learn German language?
There are. I don't have the latest figures, but indeed there is still a great demand, and Goethe is one of the most important language training providers we have here in Kurdistan, Iraq. And we are very happy that we have the Goethe Institute here, based in Erbil, and being not only responsible for the Kurdistan region of Iraq, but for Iraq as a whole.
Yes. About migration, and I think this is many people who want to know, and there are many questions. But lately, a few days ago, the special representative of the federal government of Germany for migration agreement was in Kurdistan, and he even visited different cities and met with different officials. What was the result of the visit?
The reason was to take stock on the bilateral cooperation on migration. Of course, it is no secret that we are regularly also sending back Iraqi nationals that have no legal right to stay in Germany. So his basic interest was, as I said, to take stock of the bilateral cooperation. And I think we had very good talks here with the authorities, and we could clarify many things. And he also got a very good impression on the work of the relevant authorities and institutions like the JCC, for example, and the so-called national referral mechanism the Kurdistan regional government has introduced to inform migrants, potential migrants, about migration, but as well to support returnees when they come back to the region of Kurdistan, Iraq.
Mm-hmm. What was the message that the special representative carried to the officials in Kurdistan region?
That we would like to deepen this cooperation and to deepen and to broaden our exchange, and also not only with the government of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, but also with the relevant authorities and institutions.
Mm-hmm. To prevent unfortunate incidents like the one in Italy days ago, what EU and Germany want to do?
I think that this very unfortunate event has shown very clearly that traffickers don't care about the people, the person they're trying to smuggle. They only care about the money.
And they see them as commodity.
And this makes it very clear how important it is to inform people about the dangers of illegal migration. And this is something that our Kurdish friends are doing via JCC, for example, and we are contributing here as well. We have a so-called GMAC, German Migration Assistance Center, which is as well here to not only support returnees that have been sent back from Germany to the region, but as well to inform them about legal ways to migrate to Germany.
Now there's an agreement between Germany and Iraq. There are 36,000 Iraqi asylum seekers who their asylum case were rejected or denied by the court in Germany, and now they are being sent back. Those are Iraqi nationals and also from the Kurdistan region in Iraq too. How that process works?
First, let me say first of all that Germany is a country that needs migration. It's a country we as Germans and German government wants to welcome foreigners and needs persons, migrants with special skills. But of course, the other part of that truth is as well that we can't accommodate all migrants that want to come to Germany. That's why, unfortunately, a number always will have to be sent back. I think the numbers have decreased a little bit. It's a little bit less now than 30,000, if I'm informed. But you're right. These people have no legal rights to stay. And our priority is, of course, not to send them back by force, but our way is always, the way we prefer is always to have a voluntary return. So basically, when these people receive the request from the authorities to leave Germany, they are always offered the possibility to voluntarily return. And only if they don't abide, if they don't do that, then we might repatriate them or deport them with force. But our aim is always to have them voluntarily go back. And to do that, we also give them a certain return package, in certain financial support to ease the return. And we even do that for people who do not voluntarily return. And I must add that we are one of the rare countries who does that. There are many other countries who just send them back, and that's it.
So they are being sent back and being supported too?
Yes.
Financially?
Yes, they receive a certain financial package, And once they are back, they have, of course, the possibility to get support and counseling by the Kurdish authorities, for example, the JCC within the national referral mechanism, and of course by the institutions that are funded by Germany, like I mentioned earlier, the German Migration Assistance Centers. We have two, one at the moment, the time being in Erbil, and one in Baghdad, but we intend also to increase the number of these centers to other locations within Iraq and the Kurdistan region.
So Germany on one side is supporting those people, at least financially, who want to go back or are being sent back to their countries. And in Iraq and the Kurdistan region, you also work with the local government.
Indeed.
To find, at least to somehow support those returnees.
Indeed.
And to integrate them again into their own society.
Right.
Okay. Of course, this is a two-side. One part is Germany, and the receiving country is Iraq, and we have also the Kurdistan region. And that's why you have meetings with officials. How responsive is Iraqi government to this plan? The collaboration between Iraq and Germany regarding this plan?
As I said, my impression is the Iraqi government is very responsive. And I understand central Iraq is not my area of responsibility. Yes. That is, of course, the embassy. But I understand from the visit of our special commissioner on migration that also his talks with the authorities in Baghdad have been very encouraging in that sense, and that they have also clearly sent the signal to further deepen and broaden this cooperation.
Good. The Yazidis are also some of the numbers. We are talking about 30,000 or 36,000. There are some Yazidis within those numbers, while somehow they have a different case. They faced a genocide, and their main stronghold, an area which is Shingal, is not yet stable. And even the IDPs cannot, at least all of them, go back. Do they have any different status in Germany, or are they being treated differently in the court?
I mean, not legally, but of course all German authorities, all courts are sensitized by the particular fate of the Yazidis. But as I said initially, every repatriation of a foreigner, be it voluntarily or be it by force, is a case-by-case decision. Every foreigner who faces repatriation has the legal possibility to challenge that decision in the courts, and the courts, of course, will then very closely look into the individual file, and when it comes to Yazidis, definitely also consider their particular fate or the things they had to suffer once they were living here in Iraq.
Many Syrians, especially from the Kurdish part of Syria, called Rojava, they came to Erbil, and they had a reunion with their family, and they did that process, they went through that process via the consulate in Erbil.
Yes.
But now traveling to Kurdistan region of Iraq from Rojava, there are some obstacles. It's not easy for them to reach the Consulate General of Germany in Erbil. How do you work with the Kurdistan region government to facilitate the visit for those people in Rojava so they can reach the consulate in Erbil?
I will not go into details here, but I just can confirm that we have, in close cooperation with the Minister of the Interior of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, found a solution which enables these people to come to the Consulate General and to place the applications, and so that we can process the family reunification cases.
Do you have many cases from Rojava? Still do you have many applications from Rojava?
We still do have, and as I said, because we were aware of the problem, we have, at an early stage, reached out to the Ministry of the Interior and jointly worked out a mechanism which allows these people to cross the border and to come to the Consulate General so that we can process their cases.
Mr. Klaus, many people, young people in Kurdistan and families also, and they see you now and they listen to you. Maybe they are potential migrants to Germany via the traffickers. What do you say to them? What's your message to those people who may now see you and who may have a plan to migrate to Germany?
I say, first of all, we are happy about all people that would like to go to Germany. But my recommendation, of course, would be to get yourself informed about the life and the possibilities in Germany. Traffickers very often pretend that everything is very easy, that the money is lying around, that you have to do nothing. But this is definitely not the case. So get informed about the possibilities, but also maybe about the problems you might face. It's not an easy step. I mean, you're leaving the family. So this should be a decision that should be carefully considered. And as I said, we want to we need migrants, and we want to show the people the ways and means to legally migrate. So there are lots of places where you can get this information. This is, for example, on the website of the Consulate General, but also other partners like the Goethe Institute that does training courses for German language, or the German Academic Exchange Service that has an office here, provide these kinds of informations.
So you're telling them there are legal ways?
There are legal ways, and of course you should use the legal ways.
Okay. About the German troops in the Kurdistan region. Germany is part of the international coalition against ISIS. The collaboration or the duties that the German troops do now in the Kurdistan region, how are they? And meanwhile, Germany is also part of the Peshmerga plan, of Peshmerga reform plan.
Let me separate that a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's two different
the
missions.
presence of the German groups is first of all because they are part of the anti-IS mandate, and as long this mandate will exist, they will stay here. I mean, that is politically I think within Germany, within the German Parliament, not disputed, and. Of course, we are following very closely the political talks between the government in Baghdad and the United States on the future of international military presence in Iraq. But as such, as long as we will have an anti-IS mandate, I'm pretty convinced that the German troops will continue to be part of that mandate. But within their presence here, of course, German troops also do support the Ministry of the Peshmerga with a large variety of projects. And in order to support the political goal to merge, the Peshmergas and to bring forward the so-called Peshmerga reform.
The election in Kurdistan has been delayed and delayed and delayed, but now somehow there is a consensus and an agreement to hold the election on October 20th. And it seems like all political parties has agreed to go to the election. How do you view that? And how important for Germany elections in the Kurdistan region of Iraq?
I mean, elections are important in a democracy. And of course, it was also for us as close friends and partners a problem to see these elections delayed and delayed. So, of course, we are very happy that now apparently a new date has been set, which seems to be accepted by all relevant political forces. And we, of course, we strongly urge and encourage our Kurdish partners to make sure that these elections not only take place at the set date, but also that these elections are held in a free, fair, and inclusive manner.
Yes. My last question will not be anything related to politics or election or even migration. It's sports, football. Football. By the way, do you watch football? I mean, all the consulates, I know that they have a place where they go, it's a restaurant or a cafe, and with their friends, and they watch the match of their own country. Do you have such an activity in Erbil?
Yes, of course. There are a large variety of places where you can go watching. There are public screenings or within hotels, and some restaurants or some bars do screenings, and of course we also do from time to time screenings within the consulate. So yes, we do follow and watch the games, and of course coming Saturday will be
Friday, I think.
Or Friday. We will have
Germany versus
Spain. This will be a tough partner.
It is.
Spain is, I think, they're quite good at the moment, but I'm convinced, of course, that Germany will win and will continue. But let's see. It's a game, and may the better team win.
Yeah, let's see. So we'll see the match on Friday, and let's see the results. Mr. Klaus, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm so glad to have you on my show on Rudaw.
You're more than welcome. Again. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Pleasure for us too.